Be nice if we had guns like that. I would.
Let me know if you need something. Best weapons this side of Abidan's forge. Ismalt's meteoric apparatus. She's a beauty, isn't she? A traveler sold it to me ages ago. Poor bastard went up against something big out in the Highlands, limped back to town, and died a few days later. Needed the money to ship his body home. I hated to take it from him. Still, Adra inlay, brass filigree, whew. She could use a strong hand. You interested? If the stories I hear are anything to go by, like a kick in the teeth.
Another day, another drunkard. If you're going out to the Highlands, watch your back. They're dangerous. Welcome to the Dead Swordfish. I wondered when I'd see you around here. What can I do for you? Are you kidding? After what you did at the gates? Anybody who's anybody comes through my tavern. Just a matter of when. Now, did you want something, or are you just here to see me? That's an understatement. You want to hawk wares, you come to Thirdborn. Legitimate, or, well, you know. Nothing like Paradise, of course. But people here are a little more forgiving than the Adirans. Oh, no offense. You're not shy about your opinions, are you? You're practically local. Actually, I've been waiting for a few barrels of mead to come through. My supplier, Falkeen, has been sitting on it. Some Adiran oomph should change his mind. I'd be happy to reward you if you don't mind talking to him. Now, did you want something, or are you just here to see me? Maybe I should hire a bard. Better than off-key shanty. Shanties all day. Ah, the godlike hero. You're back. Getting thirsty yet?
My dear envoy, just the sight of you recalls fond memories of more civilized days. Noble in mission and spirit both. Truly the Emperor chose his envoy well. I envy you to have met him. I fear he never made it down to the port. Not while I was there.
He's practically an Adiran citizen.
How I miss the sight of your strapping tall grass pikemen on parade. I'm afraid I don't make it down the coast much anymore. Not since the loss of my men. My wandering. Forgive me, envoy. This land takes its toll on my mind and spirit both. I am Nagunu, beleaguered captain of an incorrigibly roustabout crew. Dear Tawe, Koa, Ranga, they saw Adir with me, you know, then abandoned me here. Oh, I miss them terribly.
Nostalgia and alcohol are a dangerous mixture.
I am drunk on memory only, and perhaps some regret. I only wish I could invite my crew to my table, to share one last drink and part as friends. You would do that? Venture out into the wastes to look for them? You negotiate for the Emperor himself. If anyone could convince Tawe, Koa, and Ranga to share one last drink with me, it's you. Just to the northeast, living by an oasis in the Sand Sea. No fence, no walls, no roof, exposed to the world. But that's our Tawe. Nothing ever troubled him that the stars couldn't fix. Deathly serious, Koa was, about every little thing. Fled to the shark's teeth with a few others when the plague came. He always had a fragile soul. She's a scholar of munitions, happier in the hold with gunpowder than out beneath the sky. I expect she's still holed up in the mine outside of town, polishing her arms. Of course. You have been more than generous with your time as it is. Oathbinder guide you in the Emperor's work, envoy, and in all your labors to come.
We've only heard one side of the story. His crew went their separate ways for a reason.
drop of good spice rum won't do us any harm. A drop of good spice rum won't do us any harm. A drop of good spice rum won't do us any harm.
Gods, they really burned out Esther's house. You hungry? I might be able to help. The attack sounded terrible. I could hear the fight from in here. It's getting harder and harder to pretend everything's all right. That's what they say. But every day they're trying to find fresh recruits to make up for their losses. Anyway, can I get you anything? Need your energy up in this day and age. Fish! Get your fish!
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you with riches in return for a simple favor? Hello, friend. Has anyone mentioned you look especially fungal today? Really, it's radiant. I've got a bit of a personal matter, and I'd appreciate some help. Ah, a kind and helpful soul comes to my aid. Long story short, my friend, I ordered some goods, something I'd rather stay private. Embarrassing, you know. So, I'm quite desperate for a friendly and discreet courier. Oh, you know, I'm just an intensely private person. My supplier has sequestered himself somewhere with my package. To find him, I'd have to follow the path. They communicate through graffiti, if you can believe it. I've not been able to find any of it, though. Maybe you'll have better luck. What? No! That's crazy! You're so crazy. We certainly don't need to tell Hajime about our crazy ideas either. Oh, you've yet to meet our local law enforcement? Then he's definitely no one. Be sure to immediately leave the marketplace and ignore him entirely. Well, looks like you best be off. Be sure to get there and back quick as you can. I'll be here waiting. Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you said you'd pick up. Welcome back. How can I help?
If you need skates, we got things for you to kill. Ah, hello, stranger. Welcome to Thirdborn. How can the Tiranui help? Really? Which one? One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. Well, off you go then. Back to killing things and leaving me alone. Oh, you're back. What do you want? Something illegal in the only town for miles? You should sign up for the Tiranui. We could use smart folks like you. I'm sure something untoward is happening, but I can't do anything without proof.
Brilliant deduction, Constable. You're a credit to law enforcement.
Yeah, well, thank you for being such a good citizen. Make sure to come back once you've got something I can actually work with. Well, off you go then. Back to killing things and leaving me alone. Let me know when you've taken care of the Zarin. It'll be good to have just a little less crime around here. Enjoy skeleton hunting, friend.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock. If you need material for bandages, I have some. I'll even give you a good price. Wish I could give it out for free, but I still have to eat. Everything is going up in price. It's getting harder and harder to survive here. This plague needs to end soon. I don't know what we'll do if it doesn't. Anyway, did you need any linens? Silk? Needs fabric. We still have stock. Godlike!
Look! It's
over
him!
here! Oh! Envoy! Over here!
Envoy, it's so good to see you alive and well. Peaceful. Like when we first made our way to Paradise so many years ago. We've settled in nicely and are starting to feel at home here.
Peaceful's an interesting word to use, love. The Dream Thralls are exceedingly aggressive out here.
Yes, well, the guards have been handling them just fine. I'll take it for now. How about you, Envoy? How have the Living Lands been treating you?
Well, that's what we like to hear. Isn't that right, love?
That it is. We might even have something to help you with your journey. Whoever lived here last must have left this armor behind. As beautiful as it is, Gladwine and I have no need of it. We'd like for you to have it.
No, thank you, Envoy, for everything.
Be safe out there, friend.
Envoy? You get around, don't you?
Godlike! Winds above! You're really here! I knew I had to find you as soon as I heard you were in Thirdborn.
Chico? When did you get so tall? I almost didn't recognize you.
Kai! You're here too? Now I know Thirdborn is in good hands. We've got to do something about the Dream Scourge. It's worse every day. One of our neighbors wasn't himself, and we can't afford to lose anyone. We need people who will fight back. People like Kai, and my uncle Capo.
Me? You don't know what you're saying. Believe me. But Capo, he's the real deal. That old salt's a monster slayer.
That Leviathan hanging over the market? That was his work. Of course he did! I still hear people reminisce about him dragging it back to the shore. But, well, Thirdborn hasn't seen the Capo I know in a long time. I've tried everything to convince him to get out of the house. He may be old now, but we can still use his experience. If Thirdborn could see him up on those walls, they'd all follow him. I hate to impose, but would you pay him a visit? He lives on the northeast side of town. He's tired of hearing from me. Maybe one hero to another, you know?
If you need something, get over here and talk to me.
Oh, let me guess. My Nikai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by.
Old man Capo. Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Kai, what rock have you been hiding under? Those scales are looking rougher since I last saw you.
Your eyesight finally going? But we didn't come here to talk about my handsome mug. That Nikai of yours still getting underfoot, I take it?
Like a cannonball in a rolling deck, that kid. Damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up, but there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes. I've slain 1,000 Zorops, wrestled rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan. Ha! That's the spirit. Times are strange. We need more people like you. Ah, well. Those days are long past. I'm a sick old man now. Not much I can do in Thirdborn anymore. Still, maybe Chico was onto something when they sent you. You're the one who cleared the dream thralls at the gates, aren't you? Good to know someone is looking out for Thirdborn at least. I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. One hero to another. I promise it'll be worth your while. I want to see my heart one last time. Will you get it for me? Oh, good, good. A Leviathan heart is a rare thing. When left out in the air, it becomes as hard as Adra, and 100 times as valuable. And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it safe, hidden up in the godless ruin along the coast. But now, I'm dying. I can feel it in my bones. I don't have long, and I'd like to see my treasure one more time. Get it for me, and I'll see you get a reward. Beyond that, well, I left that old ruin with a few tricks for would-be thieves. Step carefully.
Thanks for the tip. We would have explored it eventually. At least now we have a reason.
Good luck, godlike.
Isn't this a surprise? Giada, come see. Say hello.
in flames? And they stole your research?
Yes. And I'm going to get it back.
Let it go, Yatsley. They'll kill you. Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why he's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. Yeah, I'm sure that's what Ludwine said to the Animancers as she scorched their homes.
I know you're upset, Temerty, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research as she burned my home. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir. To Head Sharpshooter, First Class of Shatterscarp, Temerty Kaiwa III. Ludwine wants the ruins of Naku Kubel, or will suffer the Steel Garot's wrath. Just like Fior Messiverno. Another shit atop the pile, then. Not that I can do a damn thing about it.
You're not going to give in, are you? Those ruins are a marvel. They're irreplaceable.
I know, Yatsley. If we give them an inch, the Adirans won't stop until they have everything. But even if I wanted to hand over the ruins, they aren't in my power to surrender. Trust me, I am very aware of all those things. You might even say I've been fighting for those things. But there's one little problem. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringgrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
The Queen of Terror. She's a perfect match for a Death Guard. But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at dream thralls. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwine wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage. I didn't know they made Adirans with such bravery. You never know what marvels you live to see. You're likely gonna die a very horrible death, but I pray Galawain will at least make it fast.
If she doesn't want to be found, that's all the more reason for us to go looking.
When an Archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors She uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain. It's definitely practical, I'll give her that. Although, I wonder if it's because she likes giving trespassers nightmares. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But, if you want to find Ringrim, head east of here, go past the Pargrunen ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yahtzee, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerity. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yahtzee, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an archmage, after all.
Thank goodness we have Yahtzee. Our little friend group needed a bit of chaos.
Don't forget your friend.
Fish! Get your fish!
Why do you spend so much on glaze, Merrick? Your pots look fine.
They're urns for ashes. Supposed to look dignified on a shelf.
And why does it matter? They're dead. Seems like a waste of coin to me.
Yeah, I'm not taking advice from someone who makes bowls to shit in.
Subtle. Next time they ought to go for X marks the spot.
Listening to Yardsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else. Well, don't you think it's a little convenient? You need to go somewhere no one ever goes, and here she is to show you the way? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then. Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway. Pleasant dreams.
The dream scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands. I keep trying, and the world keeps punishing me for it. As if the dream scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Adherents are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness. Try not to admire her too much. She is, after all, a monster. It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three. You really think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am. Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yardsley. In many ways, Quilici has been like a second father to me. But Yardsley, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good. As long as you don't feed her after midnight. She gets gassy, temperamental, and somehow it's your fault. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins? She's a smart one. I'll give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet. Until next time.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. Well, that's what I'm trying to nail down. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller? No. Well, yes. But it's more than Tama. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars. Me too. Being back. It felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death. Yeah, but I thought age was supposed to bring wisdom. Something to balance out the back pains and creaky knees. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temeriti's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving? Or it'll go the way of the godless and their ruins. Not sure which idea makes me more uneasy. What about you? You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You released Igwolf, but you didn't stop the Stilgarot's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow. A marker of his service to Thirdborn's defense, and something that helps his comrades identify his remains, if needed.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but you know it might. It's an old Rautian naval tradition that Thirdborn's kept alive, and another debt I owe him. I can take watch. I'll be up a while anyway.
Seeds of change, their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe. The soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the birdsong. The dam falls. The river returns to its source. It is how the land was and should always be. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again. Efforts paid in blood, they lie to the earth, to themselves. Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot. The spider devours her mate to lay her eggs. We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. We will speak again.
Quiet as the depths.
Stop it!
Not bad, boy.
Stay safe!
Your reputation is well deserved.
I still remember the first time I saw these dunes. In the heat haze, they...
Oh, hello. A hero passing by on a noble quest, are you? It seems everyone I meet is on some kind of quest these days. Goodness, I was joking, but you sound serious. You know, sometimes I think the gods speak to me through my art. I've been trying to capture the essence of the Sand Sea for days. The sands are alluring, but confounding. I'm missing something. What do you see? The specks of sand glitter like gold. No other land can compare. Wait, gold. That's it. That's the dimension I was looking for. You have. Thank you, traveler. Now, I've got to get to work. Maybe a beetle in the foreground.
What is it you like so much about ghost stories, Giada?
Well, ghost stories are how we confront our fears. How we
Singing sand, we feel the essence seep from the ruins. The teeth and the dunes roll before us. We have questions still. A lion kneels, a blight before it, spells and suspicion at its back. What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride. Let the vulture feed once, and the flock will never leave. We feel the people of Thirdborn huddle together in the dark. We smell desperation, panic. Then, the seasons change. They turn to each other. The rose does not depend on the moss to survive. We look deeper. Our limbs sift through sand. What do you know of this? For years, we watched the Akita share their food and tie their hands. Gifts, promises. Why do they undertake these rituals? Still, the word eludes our grasp. Perceive the ocean in a drop. Do its waves sing to you? Mystery, uncharted coastline, solitude. Is it always a prison? We wonder. New leaves breach the impenetrable clay. A bush unfurls amid the suffering and strife and blooms. Nothing should live here. How can it sprout? From what well does it spring? Four arms build together, a fence made stronger, peace restored. We have learned much. Dream of shimmering scales as you rest.
Quarry in the box! Here we go! Finish! Going for you! That's one for us.
Want? We don't have to know each other. I don't owe you any answers. Go away. Some of us are trying not to be found. Some of us just... I should have been there for them. No. The whole unit was pinned down, no escape. I couldn't have saved them, no chance. Gods, what am I gonna do? No, nobody can help. I got myself into this mess. It's my fault, all of it. Can't go back to Third Board, can't go through Eagle's Reach. This place...
We should leave him be. Let him find his own way.
Oh, I used to love stargazing up here. Camp on one of these buttes, and you've got a defensible position.
Watch this!
That's done? Who's hungry?
You there? Have the spiders? I'm not feeling too clever. Forgive me. I'm afraid I've been bitten. I still have my mind, if that's what you mean. But my leg, like fire in my veins, burning me. Burning Canal, too. I think of his eyes, and I can't picture them. Can't remember their color. I swam in them for years. Now look at me.
I believe this is a symptom of trauma, not poison. Trust me, I know.
Oh, a gift. For me? Wait, how did I get here? Ah, right. I came to spread Kanau's ashes. Kanau, my love. We adored this view. At least until the dream scourge took him. I guess it'll be a while longer before I see him again. It's all right. You meant well. I'll sit here for now.
Ready, aim.
I'm sorry, but those are our options if you want to reopen the mines.
There is no if. We must reopen them. But if you think we're about to let Adir go and take our...
We've no designs upon them. Again, I only want the mines running for Thirdborn. Ah! You must be the envoy. I hoped you might stop by. Welcome to the mines.
I see the sands didn't swallow you whole. And Kai. It's hard to see you stomping around with the Adirans after the news I heard from Fior.
That was the Steel Garrote. Besides, we're all on the same side against the Dream Thralls.
We've been discussing how best to reopen these sulfur mines. Sulfur's a key ingredient in gunpowder, which is crucial for Thirdborn's defense. Our objective is simple. Restart production in the old Pogrunan mines so Thirdborn can arm themselves. They need sulfur to have a chance against the Dream Thralls, and we...
And you need to sanitize the name of Adir after what happened in Fior.
True, but moreover, we need to make sure we're not the only ones taking on the threat in Shatterscarp. Our efforts went well, until the spiders came. If you destroyed the spiders' nests, it'd be a tremendous boon to us all. Isn't that right, Carter?
Don't presume to speak for me.
The mine's entrance is just down the path. Speak to Darla, the guard at the gate. He'll let you in.
They were good kith. All of them.
A little power goes a long way. Charge it up.
Something for everyone. You. I've not seen you around before. Okay, but come back. Customers are in short supply these days. Do you want to see my wares? Something for everyone. Won't know unless you come look.
I saw you talking with our overseers. I'm guessing they sent you over to clean out the mines then? Take care of Thirdborn's mess. All right. You be careful in there, Envoy. These are dark times. We don't need more good Adirans lost for nothing.
Subtle as a mouse. I make this look easy.
team. Here it comes.
For the
Good one!
That'll show him.
I'd rather take my chances with a maelstrom than a mine. Let's be quick.
Aye, aye.
Isang-sabu!
Protect the envoy.
You're mine now.
Got eyes on something? Coming from the left! They're coming!
Show me what you got! Left flank!
Envoy, to the right!
This one's mine.
We've got company!
There are worse ways to end a fight.
On your right!
Oh no, this one's mine! Coming in hot.
quiet as a soul. Blade in the dark.
Take your best shot.
Protect the entourage.
My turn. On your right.
Envoy, behind you!
Invaders in the garden.
Nice. Stay safe. Nothing stopping me.
That was a close one.
Oh, good. That's how many eggs?
Kai!
Give me a target.
Couldn't have done it better. Just a little spark. A little power goes a long way.
Should have known there'd be spiders.
Thank Wodeker you're back. We haven't much time.
He's going to destroy the mine. Gods only know who filled his head with that idea.
You're with the Garrote, aren't you? What are you doing here?
The Steel Garrote? I wish I served beneath their banner, but I suppose that doesn't matter now. Envoy, I need you to listen. We have one chance to avert war with Thirdborn, and it's by blowing up the mine right now. I am Darla, serving under Captain Weemgar of Eagle's Reach. My order from him is only to guard the mine. My initiative to blow up the mine comes from nowhere but my loyalty to Adir. You know, I've heard of you, Envoy. I know you've seen war. You know what war is, don't you? Yes. Yes, exactly. And that's what I want to safeguard Adir against. Please, listen. We're opening these mines so Thirdborn can mine sulfur, right? So they can have ammunition for the Dream Thralls. I mean. What help did Thirdborn offer when Shadclef burned down? What about the scouts who went missing in the Shark's Teeth? They'll strike at us as soon as they have an opening. Half these people served in the Rowatine Imperial Navy, and the other half were pirates. It's only a matter of time before they turn their cannons on us.
Anger swathed in fire, teeth at the throat. Who bit first?
Envoy, this man is an idiot.
What did you say?
But he's close enough to being right about one thing. These mines are about the only desirable territory in Shattersguard. If they stay open, it's only a matter of time before the sulfur in them gets used against something other than Dream Thralls. And my people are no better than yours on that account. Destroy the mines, so that none of us get any bright ideas.
Well, there you have it. Even he agrees. But we can't afford the risk. Please, Envoy. There's no time. I need to work quickly before they notice I'm gone. For Adir. For duty. What happens next is up to you. Tell the officials whatever you like. I trust you'll do what's right. Well, I guess it all depends on how this next part goes, doesn't it? Take care, Envoy. Serve us well.
You're on your own this time. Look out!
What have you done?
I'll let you do the talking.
Envoy, what happened to the mine?
Instead of fighting over resources, now you can fight over nothing.
You snakes. All of you.
Why, Envoy? We were never going to call them enemies.
What frightened, pathetic little creatures you Adirans are. Start packing. You're all heading back to Eagle's Reach. I can't believe I allowed this to happen. Leave us, Envoy. Seon and I have much to discuss.
I still think you did the right thing, Envoy. Even if no one else sees it that way.
You'll never hear the end of this one. It feels like it's all about to get ugly. I don't know that it will, but keep your eyes open, Envoy. All right?
Kai, you've killed people before.
Good evening to you, too. And, yeah.
Have you ever been haunted by one of them?
Well, the first has always stayed with me. This was in Deadfire. We were boarded by valiant privateers in the dead of night. One moment, I'm asleep. And the next, I'm staring down the barrel of a pistol. It misfired, and I ran him through before he could try again. But I'll never forget the look in his eyes as the light faded out of them. Is that what you wanted to know?
Oh dear, not exactly. When I said haunted, I meant, have you ever seen a ghost before?
Once, at sea, I heard moaning coming from the ship's lazarette. Never went down there again.
Noted, thank you. Do you need to talk about, you know, the dead privateer? Because I have time.
I think I just need a drink.
When I joined you, I thought we'd be exploring the intersection of the physical and the spiritual, not bickering over sulfur. Yet here we are. Without those mines, Thirdborn has no gunpowder. They lost an advantage when they needed it most. Perhaps, but this is no time to be fighting with one hand tied behind your back. At the end of the day, bullets are of limited use against the Dream Scourge. And it'll take more than gunpowder to wrest the living lands out of your Empire's clutches. Anyway, what do I know? I'm an animancer, not a strategist. Pleasant dreams. Lead the way.
We see you! Sparks of light!
Behind it!
Fear in the eyes!
I'm coming for Ludwig next.
Quarry in the bush!
Show me
Swarm! Devour!
Finish this.
Who's ready for more?
This is bad. This is so bad. What'll I tell everyone back home? Oh, praise Andra. Help at last. My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. So, can you just go in and see what happened to everyone? Please? Oh, thank you. We made badges together before we came out here, and everyone should still have theirs. Find those, and you'll find the squad. Be sure to come back as soon as you learn anything.
Kai, can I borrow your pistol?
Ah, a fellow traveler. Nothing to peddle here. Sorry, got to be on my way. Wouldn't you be? Thirdborn has the Dream Scourge. Oh, terrible state of affairs. Nothing to be done for it. I tried to tell them my vapors would protect their minds from the change. They wouldn't listen.
Does your soul reside in your nose? No? Then you have your answer. This so-called merchant is a fraud.
Nonsense! My grandfather sailed the high seas for 30 years, and he saw ancient remedies that far surpass our modern ones. But it's no use. Thirdborn's past saving. Now, if you don't mind, I should really be going. The better question is why you're not running from a soul plague. And I'm far too pressed for time to ask it. Fair winds, traveler. Ingrates.
You there. Got some interesting wares if you've got coin. Good. Looks like you're still in one piece. What can Ihaka get for you? I've built up quite a collection over the years. I've got an eye for quality and a knack for finding it. They are. I'm sure their owners were sorry to be relieved of them. But that's the way it is in this desert. Their loss is your gain. Everyone in the living lands is running from something. You wouldn't be here if you weren't.
That's what'll happen to everyone in Thirdborn if we don't stop this. Unseen, unheard. Why are you not distributing? Mine now! Just like the good old days. Give me a second. You take lead.
Another down.
Who's next? Anyone? Clean.
No, you don't.
Protect the envoy.
Is that all you got?
Stand back.
They're coming!
Here, next one's my flank!
Behind things!
Alive! We got a customer.
A customer. Please make yourself comfortable. When you're ready, we can get down to business. Greetings and salutations, traveler. Welcome to our shop. Still a work in progress, of course. But once you stop being blurry, we can get to business. No, my vision's perfect. Just since I got bit by that giant spider, things have been blurry. It probably wasn't even venomous. The bite's not even that itchy. I appreciate the concern. Now, if you don't mind my asking, how did you find us? Really? Daiko sent you? Can I ask just what he expected? Did he think sending a messenger would make me forget what an ass he is? Oh, really? You just took a job? Daiko didn't tell you anything else? How dumb do you think I am? It's just like Daiko. Now that I've done all the legwork, he just wants to swoop in and take half of everything. He's always been like this ever since we were children. Clearly, I'm the more industrious brother. Why? What part of illegal substances made you think speaking to the Tiranui was the best move? Why did you have to bring my brothers into this? No one likes a pedant. This is what I get for mixing business and family. I should have known better. I thought that since Daiko and I were twins, we'd be similar enough for us to not fight. Guess I was wrong. You do know that sarcasm is the lowest form of wit, right? You know what? It doesn't matter. As long as I get paid. Preferably more than Daiko. Here's the package you wanted. That'll... Whoa. Couldn't feel my head for a moment. Oh, that'll cost you, of course. I'm fine. Just a little woozy. It'll pass.
Aiko, did you forget the pitch again?
No, of course not. Our lovely customer just loved it so much he wants to hear it again. Our wares are locally sourced and only harvested from those who have been humanely put down.
He means we find dream thralls who are already dead.
Only because we're too scared to kill them ourselves.
My friends, our client must be bored by such details.
I want to crumple into a little ball and forget the last 5 minutes.
Aiko, out of all the schemes you've cooked up, this is by far the dumbest.
Just inhale the substance sharply through your nose and it's perfectly safe. Probably. Shortly after, you should see visions beyond your wildest dreams.
Sea blossoms, fields of stars. What does he know of how we dream?
Now, about payment. Wow, that was easy. Wait, could I have charged more?
Damn it.
Oh, and be careful. It's supposed to be an especially potent batch. Tell your friends, the friends not right here with you, I mean. Actually, before you go, am I the only one who just lost their vision? Oh, I don't feel so good.
Is Ico dead? Told him that spider bite wasn't supposed to be the size of a melon, didn't I, Shizu?
Yes, Kauka, you did several times.
Well, shit.
What do we do now?
Well, maybe if we're quick, the Animancers and Viewer can fix them right up. Put them to work setting up their new farms.
I didn't know Ico was interested in farming.
All right, Ico was the one with a sense of humor.
You know, the responsible thing would be to try a sample. To make sure it's safe, of course.
A breeze. The mind perceives with unclouded eyes and sees the truth.
Probably a good idea. Still, you never learn if you don't try.